River, commercial and sport fishermen on the ocean who were still fishing. The only ones sitting on the bank were the Indian fishers. And that was a decision by the government to protect the resource. But the court case actually says that all other measures of conservation will be bared, the burden of the conservation will be made before the Indian fishery is cut back. So, and that's why they protested. And then they called federal agents, and they were in full riot gear with M16s and helmets, and yeah.
Fish on.
Yeah.
Just to turn just a little bit.
Yes.
Did Mike tell you about that yesterday? Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Hit her.
Go ahead.
Whew, that has a glare.
Self-governance.
Mm-hmm.
Some have written that it's a project, it's an experiment. For you, self-governance is what?
The ability to manage your own resources, the ability to govern yourself, to have your laws and ordinances and codes in place, to enforce those laws and to provide for the protection of your members, to provide services and goods to your members that meet the needs of your members.
What happens here in California with the tribes and even legal decisions affect tribes throughout the country and here at the Congress. We've got all these nations gathered together. What can we tell them uniquely from California about our struggles, where we've been and where we're going, that would give them hope?
I think that the most important thing that I've seen over the course of history for California is everything that could possibly happen happened to us. And there was, and this is what happened to tribes across the nation, of course. However, we were the last, and so they were much better at their Indian fighting by the time they got to California. And not only that, but we had the influence of the Spanish from the south. So, you know, the fact that our people managed to survive and to retain their language and their ceremonies and their culture throughout, you know, all of the attacks on what we have, to have the opportunity to have gaming. Some of the tribes in California have been able to realize wonderful things for their people by providing homes and elder care and health facilities and law enforcement, and diversify their economies all through the revenues that they've garnered through gaming. And that's a wonderful thing to have happened at this time. They've also been able to take that money and utilize it to help to spread the word and to educate Congress about the tribes and our needs, and to educate the public about the needs of tribes and self-governance and the tribe's right to govern themselves and the protection of that under the U.S. Constitution. All of those things have become possible by having these additional revenues that they can share in. The other tribes, the Yurok and Hupa, have other resources too. They have timber and fisheries that, because it's a wealthy state as far as energy, wind energy from the south to the resources of the north. There's a lot that California has to offer, and when you have 107 tribes with diverse, you know, economies and diverse resources that they have available to them, it allows for you to have development and enhancement for services and goods that you can bring to your people. And I think that the most exciting thing is that we have survived. We've survived termination. We've survived the wars against us. We've survived the diseases brought, you know, to our people. We've survived the loss of water and the killing of 60,000 adult salmon. We've survived all these things, and it's because of who we are as Native people that give us the strength through our culture and our traditions to be able to carry on and to be prepared for those battles today. Our children are becoming educated. They're good in their fields, whether it's in the Indian culture or the non-Indian culture, and we have people who are prepared for the battles of today, whether it's through technology or through media, through the protection of our resources and our rights. We have people within our ranks that are attorneys and doctors and lawyers that that help us to be able to fight those battles today. And so I guess the message is we've survived everything, and we're still growing and getting stronger and becoming more economic self-sufficient in what we're being able to produce for future generations.
We got it.